Okay, I've got to make sure everything's working, because I've not streamed Minecraft in a hot second. Once I make sure everything's good, we'll be sweet. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get everything situated here. Okay, everything sounds good. I'm going to turn down the music a little bit because it is kind of loud based off of what I just heard, the little clip that I did listen to. So let's turn the music down just a little wee bit of a tad. And let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. All right, music needs to go down a little more. So yeah, late by 4 minutes. Hey, look, at least I'm not late by like 20 minutes. That would have sucked. All right, let's see. Okay, music's too quiet now. Hello, Ninetales. Glad I saved you from your doom scrolling. I know doom scrolling is never fun. I'm currently trying to set the music volume. I do apologize. Yeah, once it's set, we'll be good. Hey, Luke. Hello. Need this build stat. Don't worry, I'm getting there. Okay, I think we're almost there to the music volume. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more. Okay, we'll just stick with that. And then what I'm going to do, so first off, welcome everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Derek, you're over on Twitch. How you doing? Okay, so I just recently, and by recently I mean earlier today, did a review on Minecraft 1.21.9 because you know that's the update we're on. Everyone, hope you're having a good night or day. Fair enough. So yeah, oh, you know what? Twitch is set to say Mario Kart. My bad. Let me change that. Minecraft storage system. I always forget to update this. Just because Twitch is very different than YouTube, and it's not fun. I always leave it on the game I was playing previously, which was Mario Kart World, but let's update that to Minecraft and make sure it gets promoted to the right people. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. And yeah, now we're good there. With that said, yeah, I have had this storage room for years. I always forget that changes the thing. I need to fix that, change that to I. Done. So, you know, I've had this storage room for however long the Minecraft guide has been going on. So, we definitely need to update it. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do, one, we're going to do a test build. That way I know exactly what I'm building. And then, oh, crap, I don't want to swap my hotbar. That's what I want. There we go. So, yeah, we're not going to build it in the guide world just yet. I'm saving that for an episode. What I want to do is go into creative and build it. Because what we're going to do is build it on or near the rustic area. Because one, rustic builds are great. And it's currently what I'm practicing. And I'm thinking we'll probably build it like in this area. What do I have this listed as? A hot spring. Okay, I plan to still build that. But yeah, no. It's going to be in this area, like roughly. So I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to build it. Because I don't know yet. I haven't tried it. We're going to see what happens. And I'm going to build it so that way it works with our friend the Copper Golem. Because that's kind of the goal. Also, this is the thumbnail I took for the thing. Twitch is not safe either. Oh, nice working. Nice going, Derek. Nice going. So, yeah. With what we know about the Copper Golem, they can search search up to 10 chests at a time. So let's say 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just kind of figuring out how I want to set up the chest first, so that way I can kind of build around the chest. I think that's the plan. Hey, Origin! Hello. Yo, I'm early. You are, actually. Sorry for not being here in a while. It's fine. Look, I honestly have not been streaming as much as I used to, or normally would. So yeah, no, you're good, Origin. I'm glad you're here for this one. Alright, so I'm thinking we're going to do sections of chest in 5. So this will be a section, and then we'll go over, I guess we'll just count 5s. I feel like that's the play. And then, yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll set this up just like so, and then I want to test how the organization or the storage system works before even moving on to the next thing. So we got 5 there. And then we'll do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block here and place these here. And then, yeah, this will come together, I hope. I hope this comes together. But, you know, how are you guys doing today? I hope good. I'm assuming good. Yeah, today's not really anything big. We're just prepping for our Minecraft guide episode, which this episode, I know I said, I think in the Discord, this would be coming out this Sunday. I'll be honest, I don't know, because I've realized I have seasonal episodes planned. You know, it's October, Halloween, all that stuff. I don't know exactly what I'm doing for those yet. I have a rough idea, but we'll figure that out as time goes on. So yeah, if I did this right, then this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, this should be a square then. If I block this off as well. And yeah, okay, perfect. That's what I was going for. Okay, so now that we got that set up, what I'm wondering... Alright, hold on. Let me go take a look at how many chests I have in here, because that's really going to depend exactly what I need to do, because I'm not sure yet. This problem with going into like a build not knowing what I want to do and not fully understanding the mechanics yet, because I've not messed with the copper golem much. The most I've messed with it is in the videos I've done about it, so it's going to be a learning process. Like, what I do know, just based off of this little thing, copper golems, this guy can read this chest and this chest standing on these blocks, and when up there he can read this chest and that chest. I'm very curious if he can read that one, but still, hold on, what did I do? I'm still in pain from helping my mom and grandma and grandpa, and I'm gonna move a carport. Ooh, that sounds crazy. Okay, why am I trying to fly? I'm in survival. So here's the thing. I have a lot of chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. That is 80 large chests. So I need a lot of storage space. And with this, I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm close. I'm like halfway there. Living on a prayer. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. So what I'm thinking is I have no clue, chat. Why are we still here just to suffer? Good question. I didn't know if you saw me yet. Oh no, Origin, I saw you. I saw you, man. Unless you're talking about someone else. Why are you saying fades, Derek? Did I miss something? Also, I have low latency turned on, not ultra low. So here's what I want to test. First off, let me clear my inventory. Let's go ahead, take some wood. We're just going to take a few pieces. I just need 5 things of wood. That's all I need. So we'll take 5 different wood blocks. So there we go. And we'll go ahead and put them in here. And we're going to test to see if... Yeah, again, this is just a matter of figuring this out. Because I have not looked up tutorials. This is one of those things, it's like, I kind of want to figure it out on my own. I'm here after a while. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good. Alright, so we're going to put wood in there. And what we'll do is get a copper chest. And I want to see what happens if, like, let's say we have the copper chest right here, okay? We have wood in this one. And then let's say we do... I'll go ahead and empty this. That way I don't accidentally delete it. So then let's say we do some stone items. So let's do these, those, that, this, and that. Can I get a shout out in a video about fire, please? May I ask why you... Well, actually, no, it makes sense why you want to shout out in a video about fire. I'm clicking the wrong button. I'm trying to split those in half, and I'm not. All right, do that. And now we'll go ahead and put the rest of those into there. And then over here, we'll just mess with some miscellaneous items just to see exactly how this goes. And can I get a shout out in the copper? I don't even need to explain why. We'll talk. We'll think about it, chat. I'll think about it more so. All right, so let's go ahead and do some random items for the next few chests. I don't really care about specifics here. So let's go ahead and put soul soil in here, the soul sand in there. We'll do the calcite in this one. I need at least half of that. Netherrack and then sand. And then again, we'll go ahead and put these into here just like so. And then for the final one, let's just do leaves, because I mean, or do this stuff. I mean, why not? Again, cut that in half, chuck that in there, cut this in half, chuck it in here. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this goes. just trying to figure out the copper golem. Because if this works, this will be a great storage system. So actually, let's do this. We'll have the chest full of stuff in the center. And then we'll go ahead, grab all this stuff up, delete all that. Now we spawn in ourselves a copper golem. And hopefully, if this is done right, it'll work. So let's see. So of course, he's going to go for the first stuff. Okay, so he went over to the stone chest. I'm very curious what he's going to do because they only look in 10 chests. Okay, so... Not really what I wanted him to do. That is so interesting. Okay. Well, we know that doesn't work. Let's try something else. What do I need? I need a sword. I hate to do this to the poor guy, but I need to get him to stop organizing stuff so that way I don't have to deal with that. So let's see if we do this. What if we put a chest in front of this and a chest in front of that? Same thing over here, chest and chest. Let me make sure those weren't the ones that have the okay, it was. Alright, so hold on. This one needs the miscellaneous stuff that's there. So that includes that and this. I need to take all that stuff out. So I'm thinking what we'll do. When you build the hot springs, can you make a how-to build? Oh yeah, no. Anything that I'm building like that, I 100% plan to make a how-to build video on. That's why I have them planned out. I have a hot spring short actually on the channel if you'd want to go check that out. Completely up to you. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if doing this solves the problem that we're having. I do need to go ahead and break that. And then here's what we'll do. I'll take half of these. I'll take half of those, half of these, half of that stuff because I completely accidentally deleted the things that I didn't need to delete. We'll go put that into here and then delete this and then do a copper golem. And let's see if this works. So, if I spawn him right here, let's see what he does. My GF texted, what matters more, Fates or GF? Nah, Fates. Oh gosh, Derek. Oh gosh. Only right option. That's fair. That's valid. Okay, so we know that guy's working properly. Like, he's doing what we need him to do. Which then begs the question. I might have an idea. I might have a very ingenious idea. I'm thinking, chat. I'm thinking. I want to see what he does once he finishes organizing that chest. But what we might do is... I'll use a regular chest just for demonstration purposes. Hey, Clippy! How you doing, my guy? Been a hot sec since we've seen you here. I say that, but I also know that's partly my problem because I have not streamed as much as I normally do. So what if we do this number? We give the copper golem a nice little place to walk back here. We then go ahead, use walls, do this, and this will be the copper golem's area. I'm thinking this is what we do. That way, yeah, it took some time off YouTube. Hey, that's fair. I don't blame you. That's honestly needed sometimes. So, why does he do that? That is my question. Yeah, these copper golems are an interesting thing. But I'm thinking what we do when we move things over is let him organize it the way he wants to. That way, like, hold on. I want to see what he's doing here. Okay, so he goes from bottom to top to bottom to top. That's what he does. Clippy been taking a break from YouTube for a while and only recently uploaded. Lol, my problem isn't laziness. I just don't know what to upload. I've felt that so many times, Derek. So many times. Okay, so now that we got a rough understanding of how this guy is working, I have a plan, and we're going to test it to see what happens. I want to see if we take everything. Also, let me empty this so that way he's not grabbing stuff. Okay, so let's do this. And this is just, oh, no, don't do that. Go away. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move this chest right here. With that there, yeah, but it affected my view income. That it will do. That's the only rough thing about it. All right, so we'll block off that. And then this will be the area for our copper golem. We'll also block that off so that way he doesn't like try to jump out. And let's go ahead and put all the wood in here. Let's make sure the chest here is, all these chests are empty. And I want to see what he does when it comes to organizing that stuff. While we're at it, let's go ahead and grab some more blocks just so I can see what he does. Because again, this is just a matter of testing out the copper golem to see how it works, what it does. That way we can come up with the best storage system. Could I watch a video on it? Absolutely. May I? If figuring things out on the stream doesn't work, yes. But hey, I think it's, quit doing that. Okay, go all the way down. Don't hit the thing. What are those? I don't think I've seen these paintings before. Hold on, I want to look at them. Oh, it's just the, okay, never mind. Those are very lackluster. Okay, let's see. It's easier if I just type in copper, ain't it? All right, do that. And then let's see how Mr. Copper Golem reacts when we do this. And if this works out, sweet. If it doesn't, I'll have to figure something out at some point. And then also need to figure out what I want to build around these chests. Okay, so it looks like he's just putting things into the first one. Well, he also is only handling one item at a time. Okay, so he did that. Let's see what he does with the spruce. I'm very intrigued. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Interesting. So, this might be the play. I really think this might be the play, is having a little area here, and then he can just go through, fill the chest as he feels fit, and just figure it out from there, because I really don't know how else this would work out. But let's say that there was stuff already in all these chests. So we do this, and then we'll go ahead and... Again, this is me just like experimenting with this sucker, because if we can figure out how he works, we can make the most efficient thing. So I want to see if we do this, will he search in all the chests? Because maybe they all just need something in them before he does anything. Okay, let's give him mangrove fence. I want to see what he does. So we'll do that, and he'll do his thing. Do I have... Okay, so it looks like he has an item that he has not sorted yet. So this... Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I am so sorry, Copper Golem. I wanted you to keep that. I didn't mean to right-click you. That's on my bad. Okay, so let's see what he does with the mangrove fence. I'm more than certain he'll look through all these chests until he finds the mangrove fence. I think it's just the chests need to have something in them. And let's see. Where my views were between 5 and 4K, my newest 3 shorts got below 10. Yeah, that'll happen. And something I've noticed with my channel, and it could just be that is Minecraft, is my channel, In Between Fates is kind of underperforming compared to usual. And it could just be the time of year. That's always a possibility. Okay, so that does work. Now, I want to see what he does if there's already a full stack of stuff in there. And depending on that, I think we might have a system, chat. We'll just need to make sure that we first put everything into the chest as need be. That way, when Copper Golem here looks through the chest, he knows where to put it. And he's not just putting random stuff in random chest. And then what we'll do is we'll put an overflow chest. I want to see what he does with this copper fence first. But we'll put an overflow chest for him to put stuff in. And there we go. That's his 10 chest limit. And okay, so he does do that. This might work. Okay, so let's say we do an overflow chest. Chests are also something that are not in any of those. So we'll go ahead and put those in first. And actually, wait, no, he's onto an item that's not in any chest. So this works. We can see what he does. Yeah, this is the problem with just doing tests, is trying to figure out the best way to do stuff. It's great, but it sucks. So yeah, this guy needs to hurry up. Come on, little copper golem. You're doing great. I'm so proud of you. All right, so he searched the 10 chest. He now takes a 7-second break. Let's see what he does after the 7 seconds. He starts looking through chest again. That is so interesting. So we will need an overflow chest. That is good to know. So let's see. I want to see what he does after the fact. Like, is he going to put it in the overflow chest? He does. I think. Oh my gosh, that works. That works so well. Now I want to see what he does with that chest. Like, will he put it in the overflow chest, or will he keep searching? That is what I'm curious about, because that depends how we handle the overflow. Because depending on it, we'll either be able to keep a single overflow chest, or we'll need a hopper going into another chest to make sure that the overflow is always empty, or else he won't put stuff in it. Okay, and we can confirm he will work from the front to the back. So he'll work from the front chest whenever he gets an item out of the copper chest. He'll work from the front. He'll make his way back. And then when he's looking for the overflow, he'll start in the back because that's where he paused. Okay. This system might work, like, really well. Like, almost too well. All right, hold on. Let's see what he does. Hold on. Go back to the overflow chest, my dude. Okay, he's not going back to the overflow chest like I thought he would. Huh. Hey, I'm going to say Patel because I'm not even going to try to pronounce your first name. That is so interesting. I really thought he would went to the overflow chest. Okay, so now he's just going to make the rounds again and do that. So what we'll do to see if this makes him go back to this one is place down a chest, because I'm thinking he already remembers what's in here. So we'll place down a hopper and a thing, and that will empty out anything that's in here to go into the chest here. Okay, so now theoretically, he should take this to the overflow. We're about to find out, though. Okay, yeah, we'll let him do his thing. If he takes it to the overflow chest, I think it will be a safe bet to say that this will work. Oh my gosh. Okay, he is. All right, so let's give him another item that's not in the system just to test it out. Which he had chest. So, I mean, I guess I could have left that. And really, this can be a barrel. It doesn't need to be a chest. It's just a chest for right now. I'm just curious to see what he does after the fact. Yeah, Kaya, KR, I don't even know what you're saying, my guy. Okay, yeah, we'll let him run through his stuff to see what happens. But I think we know what we need to do. When I move the stuff, I'll just need to make sure that it's all organized and stuff. Hey, Danger Man, how you doing? I'm making auto for the copy, dude. Okay, cool. All right, well, so while he is working on his stuff, let's go ahead and just throw some more random junk in here just to see what happens with him over time. And while we figure this out, I'll go ahead and work on what we're going to build. I'm thinking it can be a large pavilion, but we're going to have that the base over here, because I've the base of like what the copper golem is doing. Oh, for the copper dude. Okay, that's legit what I'm working on right now. Is seeing like the best way for him to work, because if we can figure that out, then we'll be set. So yeah, we're gonna let him do his thing for a little bit just to see how he handles that chest. And what we'll do is build up what I want this room thing to be. I think that's what I need to do. And then we'll check back in on our copper golem guy, see how he's doing, and then go from there to see what needs to be done, if anything needs fixed or stuff like that. And if things need fixed, we'll fix them. If they don't need fixed, we'll leave it as is and call it a day. With that said, it's also a matter of just coming up with the right build. So, oh, my eyes itch. I should have taken an allergy pill, chat. Here's the thing. I can either make it nice and simple and have the overflow chest here, I need a hopper. So let's grab this, hop over here, do this, do that. Okay, cool. So I can either have it match like that, and then just whenever I get back here, I go through and organize stuff out. This might be what I do. I think this is what I do. And then again, we'll have another overflow here, overflow there, and then hopper going into a chest, hopper going into a chest. I think that's the play. It would have been nice to be able to have just a central chest here, but truthfully, I don't think that's going to work. Just with how this is set up, because what we'll do is we'll access the chest from the outside, and then over here we'll get whatever overflow, and we can organize it as needed. So yeah, that'll be there, this will be here, and then we'll just do the same thing we did with the tough walls along here. Make sure that those are covered up, so that way the copper golem doesn't like hop on the chest and try to escape, because knowing my luck, he would. So we'll go ahead and fill that in just like so, and then we are good to go on the little barrier thing. I am going to stick to using the spruce logs and tough like this for the collection area, because this is supposed to be a, a rustic-like build, and spruce and tough are phenomenal for that. So we'll have those collection areas. I'm contemplating... Hold on, let me take a look at something. I need to see what all I got, because I may be able to cut back on some of these chests that I got, because realistically, the only things I dropped by to say hi, then back in to class. Fair enough, Menace. Sorry you can't stay. Would have been great to have you. So what I'm thinking, so this, all the armor and tools, I don't need to worry about. That can all go into the blacksmith I'm building. Valuables we'll take, redstone we'll take with us. That'll go as well. These can go into our potion area. Enchanted books can go into the enchanted thing. So yeah, no, I can ditch these chests. Okay, let's see. How many does that leave me with now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just to make sure. So 5. Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And I think I'm at 48. With that said, are there any chests here I can cut back? I have a lot of copper, so I can't cut back the copper chest. We may need another row of chests, to be honest with you, chat. Yeah, let's do another row of chests. Or, hold on. I said 50, right? I'm pretty sure I said 50. So let's go in here and then recount what I got here. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it'll be 45, 50. So we need another row of 5. Hey, Nomi, how you doing? Okay, so here's how we can do this, chat. I have an idea. So we can do another row of 5 back here, and it should stay centered, if I counted right. Okay, yeah, no, this will work. Yeah, so right now I'm currently working on an automatic copper golem sorter, Nomi. That's the goal, at least, to make it work. Derek, you and your brain rot. Put Sonny and you in the same room, and it's just brain rot. Also, hello to the person on Twitch who said hi, Eliza Hales, or however your name is. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I always forget to look at the Twitch chat because like hardly anyone's in there. Derek, no, you don't count. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now let's see if I put this up. I'm gonna want to bring this back one more so that way I have more walking space. I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, we'll bring it back one more. So yeah, let's do this. As we do, it probably would have been smarter to place those last, but oh, and I can't crouch, so let's go ahead and fill those in. Okay, and yeah, we'll do this. And ideally, we'll see how this goes. We will just have to play it by ear. So yeah, we'll do this, and this should give us enough storage space, because it's the 50 chests that I have. And then, again, we'll do our overflow chest as we've been doing. And it doesn't really matter what side this is on. It's just on a side. How much hours are you playing? I don't know, honestly. I'm just kind of winging this. Normally, I go for like 40 minutes. 40 minutes to an hour. Wait, I don't even have a weapon. Nice work, Derek. Nice work, my guy. Alright, so yeah, we'll just have this random one in the back. So this will be the size of our storage room. And theoretically, it should hold everything that I need it to hold. We will see, though. We will see. Also, Lisa, over on Twitch, to answer your question, I don't stream daily. I stream whenever I get the chance. Sorry, I think this is the play. The question is, how am I going to build around this? That is what I'm wondering. Chat, what do you think? I have gone up the ranks. Good job, Derek. I'm proud of you. You and your brain rot are going somewhere. Okay, so... How do I want to build this? That is the question, because it's going to be, like, one of the biggest builds that we have. Let's... Just, you know what? Let's figure it out. So I definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want a 5-path walking space behind... I guess this doesn't need to be 5. And now 150. Dude, you're going crazy with XP. Okay, let's see. I need to check something, chat. I'm sorry. Let me check something. I can do 3 behind here, I guess. Because I definitely want walking space behind these guys. So we'll go with 3 out this side as well. And then 3 around here. And that'll just give us a 3-path walking space. I think we'll go ahead and fill in the walking path here. It'll give me an idea of what blocks I want to use. That way I can go ahead and collect them, because that'll be necessary. I told you brain rot was the way. Coincidence? I think not. Oh gosh, Derek. Oh gosh. Okay, and then ooh. And then we can like curve this off in the back here. Okay. I think this is a play. I'll work on the shape more here in a second, and then we will see how it goes. All right, so 1, 2, 3 question mark. Did I do that right? I almost did. We'll have to bring this out 1 more, just so that way this side is even, because technically the 3 is there. Well, I guess I can count that as one of the 3. I think that's what I'll do. I think that makes more sense. I hope it makes more sense. We'll have to see. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll go ahead, and then 1, 2, 3, bring this out just like so. Yep, okay, this is... gosh, chat, I don't know what I'm doing. I low-key do not know what I'm doing. If I could, my room would be an air mattress, a chair, and a TV. Honestly, that sounds nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this off right here, just like so. Oh, man, I am honestly kind of scared to figure out what I'm doing here, because I have no idea at the moment. It'll be interesting. And then another thing I want to do is farm the statues. I need a lot of them for what I want to do, or for like decoration. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead, fill this in. Let me do something. Okay, so what I am thinking is we got this. Now, that's going to give us the rough shape of what we're doing, chat. Is this going to be one of the bigger builds I've done? I have no clue. Man, what happened to everyone? Meanwhile, me, who probably scared everyone with brain rot. Honestly, you probably did. It says there's 5 people watching, so, I mean, you're 1 of 5. So, what I am thinking is I have no freaking clue. How do I want to do this? So, all right, let's go ahead and fill in this path, and then we'll figure out what I want to do. Because I am not sure. Because frick. Could do this completely out of copper. I think that would make sense. And of course, when I'm in survival, I'm going to use slabs. But let's go ahead and do cut copper for this, just to see how it'll look. It may or may not look good. It may or may not look bad. We'll find out once it's filled in. Could I use commands here? Yes, I just don't feel like having to go through that process of copying and pasting. Sometimes it's just easier to spam blocks. It's more therapeutic to spam blocks sometimes, honestly, because trying to get the commands to work is extremely brutal. All right, so let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not trying because I'm doing something. That's fair, Ninetales. That's perfectly fine. I'm glad you're here, though. Feel free. I'm glad you're sticking around. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll fill this in. Let me do /game rule. Wait, are these waxed? They're not. Okay, so I want to do /game rule random tick speed 0. Because I don't want these to oxidize. Let's see. Hey, RBS, welcome, welcome. For real, placing sounds are so satisfying. Honestly, yeah, they are. Okay, chat, which 3 types of villagers would you delete? Dude, I wouldn't, even if the nitwit was an option, I would not delete the nitwit just because they are so funny. They're the meme villager. They have to stay. They're legally obligated to. Now, if I had to choose villagers to go, Fletch, the Fletchin villager, whatever, the arrow guy, whoever you, hold on, let me look at the workstations. That'll give me a better idea of who I want to ditch. Let's see. Workstations, where art thou? Here we go. So, villagers we can get rid of. The Fletch guy, we can get rid of the one that uses the smithing table and the one that uses the grindstone, or even the one that uses the loom. The ones who need to stay, no ands, ifs, or buts. Farmer needs to stay. Librarian needs to stay wherever the lectern is. Fletcher has stick trades, though. Easy emeralds. Yo, what's up? My name is... Well, welcome to the thing. I don't... I'm not even going to try to say it. I'm just going to say Z. Hi, Z. So, yes, the Fletcher has stick trades. But, if I had to choose 3 villagers to keep forever, cartographer, farmer, librarian. Those 3... Gotcha. Those 3 are non-negotiable. We got to keep those 3. Now, I've never messed with the Fletcher. I don't know the trades for any of the other villagers. Only the farmer, cartographer, and librarian, because those are the 3 I mess with the most. Ninetales, I must ask, how are you cleaning your volcano? Okay, so yeah, no. There's my take on the villagers that should go. But Derek, if you want to keep the Fletcher, I gave you 4 different villagers, so just ditch one of them, keep the other. You know what might be really cool? I just kind of built this on the whim, but adding towers like this in the rustic part of the world, that might be the vibe. That legit might be the vibe. Huh, what you building right now? Right now, I'm currently trying to figure out an auto sorter to use the copper golems since, you know, 1.21.9, copper age, all that stuff. So that's currently what I'm building. That way I can build it in my Minecraft guide. So yeah, Z, that is what I'm doing. Again, I'm calling you Z. It's just easier to say that than, if you're fine with me calling you Z. If you're not, I'll actually say your name. But that said, we're going to go ahead and fill this out. I'm making a torture based on villagers, copper golems, and Morton mobs, and I'm, oh my gosh, Derek, that is terrible. Moving lava. Makes sense, Ninetales, makes sense. All right, so we'll go ahead and fill this in. And once we get it filled in, we'll be good. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, so definitely going to use cut copper for the pathway. I think that's the plan. True, I once built a world solely focused on torturing villagers who oh my gosh. Y'all are a mess. That is to say the least. See, so hold on. I want to show you guys something. I need to set up a thing. So I have a world that I kind of worked on. See if I can get my laptop to turn on first. Yeah, no, so I'll show you if I can get my laptop on. It's a really cool thing that the public has not seen yet. I don't think my laptop wants to turn on, chat. Oh, there we go. It's turning on. Okay, we'll wait for that to turn on. I need to update that world, actually, because that's on 1.21.8. I need to update that. I haven't had time today. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, ZRBS, maybe? I'm currently trying to move this storage room over to this area of the world. And this is where I'd build those pillars I was just talking about. Like, we can put just random pillars through this area. I think that'd be really cool. I think it'd be a good aesthetic. It's something I've never done. Street villagers with food, emerald, hay, and veggies. Fair enough. Yeah, but I'm thinking the build that we're working on now, I'm going to put in this area somewhere, and it's just going to be my new storage room, because I'm going to be working on this rustic area of the world for a little bit now. And having my storage on this side would make life so much easier than having to constantly fly back and forth to to like the first area of the world to the new area of the world. So yeah, I'm moving my storage using the copper golems. I feel like it's just a good time to completely revamp my storage room. Plus, let's go back over here. This storage room's not great. I also I probably am planning on this. I might change up how I have my villager farm, and also this is from the video I did today. I need to clean this up. It's gonna happen. But yeah, no, this storage room just does not give me a lot of space to walk around. So that's something else I'm trying to improve with the new design. So yeah, that's kind of the goal, chat. But yeah, no, so we got the path figured out. We got Mr. Copper Golem doing his thing. So yeah, this is going to be the rough shape of the build. Do I like it? I don't know. That is the thing. With that said, what I could do to make it match more is go, hold on, how far out is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I could go 6 out from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do this and repeat the pattern I have over there and make this just a completely symmetrical build. And that might make this look better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this might be what we do. And let me make sure I'm doing this right. I am beautiful. Okay, cool. I always, let's see, what storage are you doing? What I mean is like armor or swords. So for the armor and swords, I'm actually building a blacksmith in that world. So I'm just going to keep my armor and swords there because I don't need as much storage space for them as other items that I have. Realistically, the armor that I have, I don't really need. So it's like, I don't need storage for it in the first place. It doesn't need to be organized. I can just chuck it into a random blacksmith build that I do. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'll do. And yeah, let's go ahead and fill this in a little bit. Again, I know I could be using commands to make this a little bit faster, but I'm not going to. So just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make sure that's still the same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfection. Now, the question lies, what do I want to do for the outside design, chat? That's the tough one. And the thing is, I might even raise this off the ground a little bit rather than keeping it flat. I probably should have done that. And I'll probably, yeah, that's what I'll do. When I build this in the world itself, the survival world, I'll raise it up off the ground and I'll build a staircase into it. And I think that'll make it better than just being flat like this. Like, I don't want it to be flat the way I have it. So, what we'll do for the base here is... yeah, so I'll do the base out of deep slate. I think that's the plan. We'll build the base separate from what I have here. Because the base will end on the floor blocks. So let's do this. That way I can just kind of tell where my wall is going to be at. And then we'll build a mock base along with like the first layer of wall. And then build the wall from there. See how it goes. Again, this is the building process of trying to make sure that things are good. I do this for every major build in my world. I build it in creative and then I build it in survival. That's what this entire world is. It's just me building in creative just to, 1, get better at building, and 2, make sure that my survival builds are exactly the way I like them. Because if I don't like them, I'm not going to like my world. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. And since these walls are going to be decently large, I'm thinking for the base, we do a 4-block tall base. I'm not sure yet, though. It'll be determined later, I guess. I don't know. Again, this is all going to be figured out on the whim half the time. But yeah, this is gonna be the top of like the 4-block base thing. And then what we'll probably do, I'm just gonna do a mock design. I don't need to do the full thing. I'm just gonna do basic design here. I don't know what I want to do. That's the thing. That's like the biggest thing. I don't know what I want to do. So let's say I do it 3 blocks tall there, and then the 4th block is going to be what this block is. So we're definitely going to have to line it with logs. That's a no-brainer. So that'll go up here, and then those blocks that I just placed at the top will be these. Maybe you should build a base out of bedrock or something else, like if your friend joins your world. Oh, so that's the thing. This is a single-player world. The thing I'm building this on. It's my Minecraft guide. So no one's joining it. That's a fact. I guess I could make these stripped. I think that's probably what I should do, is make these stripped. That way they don't mess with or blend in with those too much. Sure, they're gonna be on the outside, but still, it's variety. So we're gonna do this, and then we'll see how things go. And then in another stream, we'll have to collect the resources for all that. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I definitely want to go up at least 5 with this. That is the play. So again. Okay, for simplicity's sake, what we're gonna do is take an axe, do this. Design looks cooler moment by moment. I'm glad you think so. That's kind of what I go for. All right, so we're gonna do this. And yeah, again, this is the 4th block up. So anything I do on this layer, I'm gonna repeat right here. But what I'm thinking is I wanna see how campfires look, because these might be the play. They go too low. If you play on a public server, you should use the idea. Oh, you know, if I play on a public server, yes, that's not just the 2 friends I normally play with, yeah. Because I know they aren't going to grieve. We kind of made that very clear in the rules of use when we started a server. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be kind of what we're going for here. Do I want to make that higher? Maybe. Okay, so that is this. I don't know what I want to do, because there's a lot that I could do. I just don't know what I want to do. That's the thing. Let me see. If we take shelves, just hear me out here. If we take shelves and put them on, oh my gosh, I think that's actually better than anything else. Dude, we're using shelves here. I don't care who you are. We are so putting shelves there. That looks great. I love that. Dude, that looks better than trapdoors would. Okay, cool. Shelves are going right there. Z, you also gotta realize, bedrock isn't obtainable in survival. I'm making vanilla builds that fit survival. Okay, so, oh my gosh, that's probably like the best choice I could have made there. I love that. All right, so we got that, and then what do I want to use for the wall here? I could use a stone like diorite, or I don't have calcite. Calcite's too hard to come by. Terracotta, maybe. How would that look? Also, what flavors of terracotta do I got? Yes, I just said flavors. Deal with it. Look who I got while doom scrolling. Derek, you always get me while doom scrolling. Deal with it. Shelves are better in looks than functionality. 50-50. I think they're good in looks, but or I don't know, because you gotta realize for the shelves, let's say I wanted to do this. Hold on, let me go ahead and set this up. So if you have 3 shelves, you take a lever. I don't know what you know about the shelves, but one, let's say like I wanted backup tools somewhere. These are just random things. They're not like actual backup tools, but just for an example. Okay, so that needs work. That needs a lot of work. But what you can do is go in here. Okay, again, don't want to do that. And let's say that's what I have in there. I can then quickly hot swap what I need by turning that on. And then I did something wrong. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Hold on. Shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. My bad, chat, my bad. Do this, do that, and then I can just quickly hot swap. So I was like, it is good, and let's be honest, displaying your tools like this, like when I build my blacksmith, this would be so cool to have to display tools. I don't know, personal opinion, I really like the shelves. With that said, I also don't know. It's one of those things, I'll need to figure out the best use for them as I learn to use them. Now, back to deciding what we're using for this wall. That'll blend too much into the deep slate walnut. White terracotta, how will you look? We're about to find out, because if this looks good, it might be the play. Let's see. Oh, one last thing. Make banner letters and put them in the shelves. Oh, yeah, no, that's something else you can do. Let me see. How far out did I do this? Did I count this, like, really good? Okay, I'm off by 4. But you know what? We can make a mock-up design and then fix it on the actual thing. I want to see how things look before doing anything. And when we do this, I'll actually use commands to replace them. Hey, CRISPR, how you doing? Okay, so let's say this is going to be the wall. And then I can do another window here like so. And same thing here. Nope, that's in the wrong spot. Hold on. Okay, so that goes down. These go down. Perfect. So that'll be my window. And then we do glass panes. And I can make these colored glass at some point too. It's not the biggest deal right now because we're just testing block palettes, chat. All right, so we do that. Come over here, do the same thing here. Okay, do this, and then this will be my doorway. Do I want to keep it open is the question. Probably not, but I also don't know what I want to do. I'll have to figure that out. But we'll leave it like this for right now. And then as far as designs go around this area, we can go ahead and take some fence. Let's do dark oak and do some stairs. This is me just winging it. This is like my favorite thing to do in builds, is just wing the design and see what I come up with. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's gotta change, like badly. But if I do this, and chat, I need your opinions on this, so don't be quiet if you've been quiet this entire time. If we do that, and then we take a slab, of course, a dark oak slab, place it here, place it there, that does not look good at all. Hey, Rathor. Maybe that looks good. Still are you using? So, do we like that? I don't know if I like that. Chat, opinions, what do we think of that? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it meh? I'm leaning more towards the meh column, but I'm not sure yet. I'm genuinely not sure. I mean, it could potentially... Oh, hold on. What if we do this? Better? Maybe? It's good. Okay, you're saying it's good. We'll run with it. And what I might do, average. Okay, I agree with you. I don't like it. Okay, sweet. I'm glad that some people agree that it's bad. Because I'm not... I feel like it's too bulky. I think that's the problem. It's just too bulky. So what if we change it up a bit? Instead of doing that, let's go ahead and place glass here, glass there. Same thing with this. Slab, slab. Okay, that's a slab, that's a slab. This is a stair. Do that. That's going to give me the same problem, isn't it? What if we do this? Okay, hold on. That's not enough. The problem with trying to build is this. So let's try this number and see if it works. So we'll do this and then do that. And let's see, this can be an upside down stair, maybe, potentially, we'll see. So make that a semi-block, do this. I feel like it's better, but it's still not good. So what we'll do, Chat, what am I doing here? I have no clue. Maybe that's the play. Hey, child, how you doing? Here, 4, 5, 6. I love this. 7, 8, 9. It's okay, cool. I feel like I'm getting somewhere with this design. And it's like, the easy fix would be just to do this. But I don't like that. That is too generic. It looks better. Like, no duh, it looks better. But it's too... I don't like it because it's too simple. So let me try a thing. If we take a one of these and place it here, place that there, and then take a trapdoor, because, you know, you can't place shelves flat down. Trapdoor here, trapdoor there. That does not look good because it's the wrong color. So let's do dark oak. again. All right, so dark oak trapdoor, place it there, place it there. How does that look? I feel like we're getting somewhere, but I also don't think the where is exactly what I want it to be. Like, I feel like we're close, but this design is not it, chat. It just is not it. Window designs are not my strong suits, so Google. Hold on, let's not cover up my Twitch link, that way I can keep an eye there. Okay, so, good window designs and Minecraft. Let's see how this goes. Just wanted to visit. Good luck. Thank you. Hello, Pickle Chips. How you doing, my guy? All right, let's see what Google has as far as designs. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing. I'm just currently looking. I need images, not videos. That took me somewhere I did not want it to take me. All right, let's see. So, oh, that's complicated. Can't do that, though, because the size of my window is a 3x3 window. Yeah, I'm just going to scroll through here and see if I can find anything I like. That's the biggest thing, is finding something that's good and fits the style. I may have an idea. Don't know if it'll work, but it's an idea. I have random pregnant man emoji on my phone. Valid. You and another person in my comment sections. Chat, what you think? Do any of you have suggestions? I'm open to suggestions. And if you have them, feel free to send them to me on Discord. But I have an idea for something I want to try. It may or may not work out. I just realized I've been streaming for about 50 minutes. So we'll go till an hour and then call it quits for the night. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and go up with trapdoors. Okay, there we go. And then do the same thing here. Okay, go up. Okay, so we go up 3 with the trapdoors. And then we go... Do I want that to be a little higher? That's the question. I don't know. But hold on. If we do this, and then... we could do a rounded window. That could be what we do. So do this, bring this up again. Again, the heights, it doesn't matter. We can figure it out as we go. So let's do that. And then... to round that off, I know there's a good way to do it. I just can't think of what that way is. So we'll just leave that for right now. And then we do this. Right, that's not placing the way I wanted to. Okay, that's what I wanted it to do. We do that. That might be too tall. I think this is too tall, chat. Let's test it out just to see. But I think it's too tall. Again, bring the wall up a little more. And then... how do I handle this section? That is the thing. OMG, I just remembered that I need to update my mod. Oh, yeah, go do that, my guy. That's not it. That is not the vibe. It's not going to ever be the vibe. So let's do that. Do this. Keep it simple. Break that, because that doesn't look good. But I need to figure out what I'm doing on those corners, because I have no idea. So, ooh, here we go. It's staring me in the face this entire time. Do that, come up here, mimic that here, and then progress. I think it's better. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's better. I've made designs like this before. Why can't I get this to work? What are we thinking? Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Chat, I need assistance. I don't know what I'm doing here. Breaking windows. I hate the living crud out of them. Okay, Rathor likes it. That's good. I'll take it. I just don't know if I'm in love with it, but I might need to just finish the wall to figure it out. I think that's what I need to do. I just need to finish the wall design, figure it out from there. So what we can do is make this the top of the wall. That way, it's not going much higher than that, because that'll cause us problems as well. Let's also mimic that design on this side. That way, I'm not looking at 2 different designs. I think that'll help with the look as well. Oh, gosh. This is going to be a pain in the butt, chat. This is going to be a massive pain in the butt. So let's do this. Do that. Come over here. And then we do our trapdoors up like so. Do the same thing over here. I need to go up 1 more blocks. That way, I can actually place it. Another thing is, too, I could just be using the wrong trapdoor, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's do that. Do this, and then come over here. Repeat the process as you do. Okay, there we go. And then trapdoor, trapdoor. There we go, and slab. I have to say, I don't think it's bad. Hey, Turbo Tanker, how you doing? Okay, it's not bad. I'm not in love with the design, but it's not bad. I can deal with it. I need to figure out what I'm doing for the doorway. That's the biggest thing. So it's like I can do something like this, and then also the past. Hold on. I'll read what you're saying here in a second. I need to figure out this design, and then call it quits because it's been an hour. Okay, so let's do this, do that. While I'm figuring this out, Rachel, how are things at the gas station? Okay, so let's do this, do that, put this here, put that there. Yeah, that'll be our doorway. I'm not a huge fan of it, but you know what? We're gonna work with it. All right, let's place that here. Come over here, do the same thing. Okay, hold on. This might work. This might actually somehow miraculously work. Okay, let's do not that. Hold on. How do I want that to go? Because this can be a couple different things here. Okay, we can do this. Let's turn these into glass panes. He broke a trapdoor. Did I? I did not. Oh, I did. You're right. My bad. All right, that goes here. That goes there. Okay, cool. So now that we have this like that, let's place this here, place that there. And then this can be another window. I don't know if I like that. Hold on, let's change it up a bit. Let's place this here, place that there, and then do the cap off there. I think that's what we do. That's not bad. Same as from the other day, people have gone and got new people. Valid. Have you lost any of the new people that we were talking about the other day? Chat, what do you think? I don't think the design's bad. I think it's progress on what I had. But I'm also not sure. It's definitely progress, and it's something. I think... I'm going to read the big sentence I sent. Oh gosh, hold on. The past old version of the mob I made, which was you, was so OP, even the OP sword, it couldn't kill it. Oh, okay, wow, dang. Nice work, Hard Child, nice work. So... Mid. Okay, that's what I thought too. Looks like glasses. Oh, cool. Now I can't unsee that. Thanks, Ninetales. But yeah, no. Rathor, you're right. It is mid. I'm not in love with the design. What if I do something like this? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. I'm definitely going to need to have to look up some design ideas, because this thing is definitely giving me trouble. Crud. Let's try something else, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna call it quits. So if we do that and then place the trapdoor here like so, it was worth it. Fair enough. That might be a thing. This could be a thing. Hold on. Hold up. Am I onto something? What do we think, that chat? Am I onto something, or am I just wasting my time? Hey, Dr. Shrimp, how are you doing, my dude? Okay, wait. Idea. Okay, circle this off. Fix this thing to be like that. Put that here. Let's see. Okay, circling that off was a bad idea. That makes it way too small. So let's do this. Okay, yeah, that's going to stay like that for right now. As far as these things go, let's do that. And then... this might be something. I kind of like it. I kind of feel like this is a better way to go about it. Chat, what do we think? What do we think of the new design? Looking good. Okay, thank you, Shrimp. I'm glad you think so. Okay, let's do that. And then this can go... nope, I don't want you like that. I want you like this. Cool. And then we can do the same thing here. Place an upside down stair. Replace the terracotta. I feel like that's better. I don't feel like it's great, but I feel like it's better. It is not perfect by any means. Like, at all. It is nowhere close. But it is better, I think. I feel like it's it rounds out better. I just... I'm going to have to work on this a lot. It's going to be my off-camera... When I'm working tomorrow, this is going to be what I'm working on. Anyways, it has been an hour and 4 minutes. So I'm going to say thank you guys for joining. I'm going to go ahead and get going. We will keep working on this in future streams. Because we definitely need to get this prepped. That way I can build it in the world itself. I just need to figure out what I'm doing. That way it looks good. With that said, this is also a small section of just testing the design. I'll need to make it on a larger section here. I really should have made it the same size as this wall. So, things I'm doing off camera. First off, redoing that design, making it match this, and more so working on it on this build itself rather than a fake wall. With that said, I'm going to call it quits. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy this crazy trying to figure things out. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night or a nice day wherever you're at.